Look at that, guys. Who would love some of this?
I live in the city, but I don't depend on it. This is where most of my vegetables come from, right here in my backyard. Yes, I still use the store sometimes, but I don't depend on it like before. This is what freedom looks like, even in the city. No, these cabbages, I went away, leave them for a time. Some of you already know that. And when I came back, they were damaged real badly. And I stripped them off and I was waiting to see if they will turn around. You can see this one right here is the one that made progress and is still making progress. And the others, they decide, this is where we're going to go. But I am not watching the size. It's more about I did it. I can have this. So, yeah. And the good thing about it, it can be a part of a meal for me and my family. That's one less store-bought item.
I had to strip them down a bit, but it's better than losing them altogether. I'm still grateful I grew them.
Alright, so I'll be making cabbage boil with these.
I'll be using this extra one that I have from inside. Let me get to these first.
So right now, I'm just super grateful. And I thank God every day for the wisdom and the wherewithal to eat what I grow and grow what I eat. I'm not trying to be perfect, just more independent. It's not about doing everything, it's about doing something. This is a process, not overnight. Again, you don't have to start big. Start with one plant. Seriously. Once you start, it changes how you see food.
Yeah.
You'll realize how much you can actually do. This is enough for me. This is how I choose to live, right here in the city. Start small and see what happens. This started with just a few plants. I didn't have everything figured out. I just started. Even a small space can produce real food. You don't need a farm to do this. Little by little, it adds up. This right here, it's different when you grow it yourself. From the soil straight to the fire. Alright, so I'm taking out the core or the middle part right here of the cabbage so that it can cook more evenly. Besides, the core usually would take a little longer to cook. So I am just making my life easier right now.
Alright, so let's season these babies up. I am first going to add some oil. This is coconut oil. You can use olive oil, whichever you prefer. You do accordingly. Your food, your cooking, your kitchen, your space. Alright, so I'm going to add some of this seasoned blend, dehydrated herbs, along with onion and garlic powder. This is some Maggi all purpose. This is some dehydrated pepper seeds. And this is some paprika. Alright, so I'm just going to use my hand and get some on the sides that didn't get. Alright, so now I'm going to add some garlic butter to them. I'm going to add this inside, let that melt through. Alright, so I'm just going to wrap these up nicely. I'm going to put a piece more foil over them. So before the video, I went and did this one. I'm going to add shrimp to these, but not this one. So I'll be using this tray from the oven to put them on. I am just going to let it heat up a bit. This one was foiled properly already, so I just need to do these now. Alright, so this is well heated. So I'm going to put this big one in the middle. This one right here. No, this one right here. Because I'm going to cover them. I'm going to cover them. Squeeze up this one a bit. Ow, ow. Silly rabbit, eh? Alright, so because we're not inside, we're not using the oven, I bought me out this shaving pan. Yes, I'm just going to cover them over. Or not. I'm going to cover them. I am going to definitely make a way for them to fit so they can be covered. Ooh, hot. I'm burning up myself. Alright, so now I can cover them as though they're in the oven, inside the oven. Alright, yeah, so we're going to let them cook. So in the meantime, let me get this fire ready for my shrimp and the sauce that we're going to pour over these cabbages. Now that the fire is ready for the shrimp, let's just get that going. And I'm going to make the sauce right after. Yeah, this is enough. The oil is hot and ready, so let's get these babies in. So I'm going to fry these. If you watch my previous videos, you know exactly how I season these babies. Alright, so let me take out these babies. So I'm going to have to make two sauces. I'm going to make one with this same pot and then another one without the shrimp taste. Let me just empty some of this oil in this container. Alright, so let me just set this on back. Get this out the way because I don't want to burn up myself. Alright, so now I'm going to add most of this butter to the pot. To make my sauce. I'm going to leave this much for the other sauce. So this that came from the shrimp, I am just going to add it to the pot. And I'm adding some more seasoning. Some more pepper seeds. Ooh, that was too much, more than I wanted. Mixed herbs and spices. Oh no, I forgot to add my garlic first. It's fine, it can be added now. I just wanted to saute my garlic first, but it's fine. Can still happen. And I'm adding a little Maggi seasoning. If you notice, I don't add any salt whatsoever. because I always tell in my videos that the Maggi season is salty. This is some paprika. So I'm going to make the other sauce just the same, except that I am not going to use the shrimp flavor. I'm going to add me a lime. I'm behind the camera taking out the seeds. See? So I have to do this one now. Wow, that's good. With outdoors, I don't have to worry about where the seeds going. I just tell them out like that. Alright, so my sauce is ready. So let's see what's going on. Alright guys, so let's see what's popping inside these. So let's see. Ooh. Ah! I'm burning up myself. Just look at this baby. Just look at that. Alright, so let's go to this one. Look at that, guys. Man, if you ever smell the flavor that is coming from this baby. Ooh, mama. This baby is delicioso. Man, I'm telling you. Anyways, let's finish up. Alright, so I'm just going to add some shrimp inside like so. Some for the other ones from my garden. Yeah, so now I'm just going to add me some sauce. Who would love some of this? Comment below and tell me. This is where I leave you for today. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, walk good.
Come garden with me now, man.